1. Overview of SAP SD. Overview on SAP SD, a core functional module in SAP ERP that manages the entire customer lifecycle, from pre-sales activities, inquiries and quotations, to order processing, shipping, delivery, and billing, while tightly integrating with materials management, for availability checks, and finance, for revenue recognition and account receivable updates. 2. Organization structure, definitions, and assignments. Company code. The fundamental organizational unit in financial accounting, representing a legal entity with an independent set of accounts, balance sheet, and P&L, to which all SD revenue flows for financial reporting. Sales organization, the highest summation level in the SD module, responsible for distributing goods and services, negotiating sales conditions, and assuming product liability uniquely assigned to one company code. Distribution channel, the channel through which saleable materials or services reach the customer, example, wholesale, retail, direct sales, allowing for different pricing strategies, minimum order quantities, and master data views for the same material. Division, an organizational unit used to group materials or services into product lines, example, electronics, mechanics, serving as a level for restricting pricing agreements and determining the specific business area for profitability analysis. Sales office, a geographical aspect of the organization, example, New York branch, that establishes contact between the firm and the regional market, reporting internally to a sales area. Sales group, a subset of a sales office consisting of a specific group of employees, salespeople, responsible for processing sales for certain products or customers, often used for personnel reporting. Plant, a physical location where materials are produced or goods and services are provided, example, a factory or warehouse, playing a central role in SD for determining availability checks, shipping points, and tax determination. Storage, a specific location within a plant where stocks are physically held, example, raw material shelf, finished goods rack, used in the delivery process to determine where to pick goods from. Shipping point, the physical location or organizational unit, example, a loading ramp or rail depot, where shipping processing begins, determined automatically in the order based on shipping conditions, loading group, and delivering plant. Purchase group, a key for a buyer or group of buyers responsible for certain purchasing activities, relevant in SD primarily during third-party sales or individual purchase order scenarios. Purchase organization, an organizational unit in materials management that negotiates conditions of purchase with vendors for one or more plants, used in SD cross-module processes like third-party sales. Credit control area, an organizational unit that grants and monitors credit limits for customers, which can span multiple company codes to manage total credit exposure across the entire enterprise. Business area, an internal accounting unit used to generate financial statements, balance sheet, and P&L for internal reporting segments, like product lines or regions, independent of company codes. Assign sales organization to company code, the mandatory linkage that ensures all sales transactions and revenue generated by a specific sales organization are posted to the correct company code's general ledger. Assign distribution channel to sales organization. This assignment defines which marketing channels are valid for a specific sales organization, preventing the creation of orders for invalid org combinations. Assign division to sales organization. This connects product lines to the sales entity, allowing the sales organization to sell specific categories of goods and manage data maintenance restrictions. Set up sales area, the unique combination of sales organization, distribution channel, and division that defines the sales area, which is the master data level for customer and pricing records. Assign sales office to sales area. Connects a physical regional office to a specific functional sales area, establishing which products and channels that specific office is authorized to manage. Assign sales group to sales office. Links the personnel groups to the regional office, completing the sales reporting hierarchy from the individual group up to the sales area. Assign sales organization distribution channel plant. This critical assignment authorizes a specific sales organization or channel combination to sell goods from a specific plant, validating the delivering plant in a sales order. Assign sales area to credit control area. Maps the sales operational unit to a financial credit management unit, determining which credit policy and limits apply when an order is raised in that sales area. Define rules by sales area. Configuration that determines whether the system derives the business area, based on the plant or division combination or the sales area, impacting internal financial reporting. Assign business area to plant and division. A matrix assignment that automatically derives the business area for financial posting, based on which plant is shipping the goods and which division the material belongs to. Assign business area by sales area, an alternative rule where the business area is derived from the sales area itself, useful when financial reporting is driven by sales structure rather than logistics structure. Assign plant to company code, the fundamental link between logistics and finance, ensuring that inventory valuation and material movements at the plant level impact the correct legal entity's books. Assign shipping point to plant, specifies which physical shipping locations, loading docks, exist within a plant, a prerequisite for the automatic shipping point determination logic. Assign purchasing organization to company code, links the purchasing unit to the legal entity, ensuring that procurement liabilities are posted to the correct company code, relevant for SD third-party flows. Assign purchasing organization to plant, authorizes a purchase organization to procure materials for a specific plant, necessary for STOs and third-party order fulfillment. 3. Master data. Customer master, the database record containing all data necessary to conduct business with a customer, split into 3 views: general data, client level, company code data, FI level, and sales area data, SD level. Material master, the central repository of information on materials, products, procurement, production, storage, and sales, containing the sales general or plant and sales org views required for SD processing. CMIR, Customer Material Info Record, a master data object that maps the customer's own material number and description to the internal SAP material number, ensuring accuracy in order entry and printed documents. Condition master, the storage of specific pricing data, prices, surcharges, discounts, freights, and taxes, dependent on variable keys, like customer or material combination, used by the condition technique to calculate values. Vendor master, additional, required in SD for third-party sales processes, where the vendor ships to the customer, and intercompany processes, where the delivering plant acts as a vendor. GL master, additional, general ledger accounts in finance that must be created and set up to receive revenue, sales deductions, tax and freight postings, determined by the SD account determination profile. 4. Stock posting. With movement type 561 and 501. Movement type 561 is used for the initial entry of stock balances, uploading legacy inventory without accounting documents, whereas 501 allows receipt of goods without a purchase order, typically for non-valuated or miscellaneous receipts. Through stock transport order, a process where stock is moved between 2 plants, intracompany or intercompany, using a specialized purchase order, SANTO, triggering an outbound delivery in SD and a goods receipt in MM5. Customer Master Account Group, Z001, sold to party. The central business partner role who places the order. This account group controls the master data fields, usually requiring sales area data, and is the primary owner of the transaction. Z002, ship to party. The partner who physically receives the goods. The account group configuration often suppresses financial fields, as this partner usually does not carry the debt, focusing on address and unloading points. Z003, payer, the partner responsible for settling the invoice. This account group prioritizes company code data, reconciliation account, payment terms, and billing addresses. Z004, bill to party, the partner who receives the invoice document. This role acts as the recipient of the correspondence, though they may not be the entity legally paying for it, which is the payer. CPD, one-time customer, internal number ranges, a collective account group used for diverse, infrequent customers, where specific address and bank data are entered manually during the transaction rather than stored in master data. CPDA, one-time customer, external number ranges, similar to CPD, but allows the user to manually define the customer number ID during creation, often used when aligning with legacy system numbering for ad hoc clients. Z005, employee customer, used for internal sales to employees, often linked to personnel administration, HR with specific pricing schemes, and payment deduction logic. Z006, plant as a customer, Santo, represents a receiving plant as a customer in the system to enable stock transport orders via SD delivery capabilities, linking the logical plant to a customer number. Z010 Export Sold to Party, a specialized sold to account group for international customers, configured to make export-related fields, currency, Incoterms, export control, mandatory or prominent. ZJ11 Export Ship to Party, the international recipient of goods, distinct because it may require different tax classifications and customs information compared to domestic ship to parties. ZJ12 Export Payer, the foreign entity paying the invoice, used to handle multi-currency payments and foreign trade banking regulations different from domestic payers. ZJ13 Export Bill to Party, the foreign address for invoice delivery, which may require specific output forms or languages, example. Commercial invoices, compliant with international trade laws. 6. Partner Determination Customer Master. Partner Determination Procedures, a set of rules defined in configuration that dictates which partner functions, sold to, shipped to, etc. are allowed, mandatory, or modifiable for a specific account group. Partner functions and procedure, the specific roles, example. SP, SH, PY, BP, added to the procedure, where you define if a partner is mandatory, cannot save without it, and if it is unique, only one allowed. Partner Determination Procedure, assignment, the linking step where the created procedure is assigned to a specific customer account group, activating the logic for all customers created under that group. Partner functions, the definition of the roles themselves, internal codes like SP for sold to, and their properties, such as whether they are essentially a customer, a vendor, or a contact person. Account groups function assignment, a crucial mapping that restricts which account groups can perform which partner functions. Example. Preventing a ship-to-only account group from being used as a sold-to party. 7. Partner Determination Sales Order. Partner Determination Procedures. Specific procedures created for sales documents, ensuring that when an order is created, the system knows which partners to copy from the customer master and which are mandatory for processing. Partner Functions and Procedure defines which roles are critical for the order. Example. Forwarding agent might be added here even if not in the customer master, and checks if the partner can be changed during order entry. Partner Determination Procedure Assignment maps the specific partner determination procedure to the sales document type. Example. OR, QT, ensuring different partner requirements for standard orders versus returns or quotes. Partner Functions identifies the specific business roles active in the sales document context, enabling the system to direct outputs, acknowledgements, and logistics data to the correct entity. Account Groups Function Assignment ensures that if a user manually changes a partner in the sales order, the system validates that the new partner belongs to an account group permitted to hold that function. 8. Partner Determination, Delivery, and Billing. Delivery. Partner Determination Procedures, rules specific to the delivery note, focusing on logistics partners like carrier, forwarding agent, or specific ship-to-contact persons relevant for the physical shipment. Partner Functions and Procedure. Configuration of roles relevant to shipping often copies the shipped to and sold to from the order, but allows manual entry of logistics service providers. Partner Determination Procedure Assignment assigns the procedure to the delivery type. Example. LF, RL. Controlling which partners appear on the outbound delivery document header. Partner Functions. The roles involved in the physical movement of goods, ensuring that the system allows for functions like special customs agent or freight forwarder at this stage. Account Groups Function Assignment validates that partners entered or copied into the delivery document, like a carrier vendor, are valid for that specific role. Billing. Partner Determination Procedures, rules for the invoice or billing document, prioritizing the payer, who pays, and bill to party, who gets the paper, and potentially separating them from the sold to. Partner Functions and Procedure defines the mandatory partners for financial posting, specifically ensuring a valid payer is present to determine the reconciliation account. Partner Determination Procedure Assignment links the procedure to the billing type. Example. F1, F2. Ensuring that credit memos might have different partner requirements, like original buyer, than standard invoices. Partner Functions. Roles relevant to financial settlement, possibly including employee responsible for commission calculations on the invoice. Account Groups Function Assignment controls which entities can be assigned as payers or bill-to parties on the final invoice, safeguarding against billing the wrong account type. 9. Order-to-cash process. In inquiry, a pre-sales document recording a customer's request for information on products, price, availability, without any legal obligation to sell it has no stock impact. QT quotation. A legally binding offer to a customer for specific goods at specific prices valid for a certain period. If accepted, it is converted into a sales order. OR order. The standard sales order document that acts as the contract between the company and customer, triggering requirements transfer, MRP, and delivery scheduling. RE return order. A document created when a customer wishes to send goods back due to damage or error. It is order-related, but triggers a return delivery, inbound, and usually a credit memo. RO rush order. A process used when the customer needs immediate delivery. The delivery document is created automatically immediately upon saving the sales order. CS cash sales. A scenario where the customer picks up goods and pays immediately. Cash or card. An order and delivery are created instantly, and an invoice paper is printed from the order, not the billing run. RK invoice correction request. A sales document used to correct quantity or price errors in a previously billed invoice without returning goods. It requires a reference to an existing billing document. CR credit memo, a billing document that reduces the receivables from a customer, credits their account. Typically generated from a return order or a standalone credit request. DR debit memo, a billing document that increases the receivables from a customer, debits their account. Used if the customer was undercharged in the original invoice. FD, free of charge. A sales order type for sending samples or replacements to a customer without cost. The item category configuration ensures it is not relevant for billing. SDF, subsequent delivery, free of charge. A specific document type used to send replacement goods for items that were short-shipped or damaged, referencing the original order but with zero price. CF, consignment fill-up. The first step in consignment sending goods from the company's plant to the customer site, consignment stock, which remains the company's property, no invoice issued. CI consignment issue, the step where the customer actually uses or sells the consignment stock. This creates an order to move stock from customer consignment to the customer, triggering the invoice. CONR consignment return, used when a customer wants to return unused consignment stock from their site back to the company's general unrestricted stock. Reverse of fill-up. DS scheduling agreement. A long-term outline agreement where the customer agrees to purchase a total quantity, but delivery is triggered by specific schedule lines, dates, or quantities over time. QT quantity contract. An agreement that the customer will purchase a specific quantity of material over a period. Call-off orders are created against this contract to track consumption. WK1 value contract general. An agreement where the customer commits to purchasing a total monetary value of goods, assortment module, rather than specific quantities. WK2 value contract material specific, similar to WK1, but the value commitment is restricted to specific materials, enforcing compliance on a product-level budget. ZHSS high sea sale, a specialized trade process where ownership of goods is transferred to a buyer while the goods are still in transit on the ocean, involving complex tax and documentation handling. ZAS asset sale, a sales process for selling fixed assets, like old machinery rather than inventory. It involves integration with the FIAA, asset accounting, module, rather than standard material stock. ZWM service contract, a document representing a long-term agreement to provide services, like maintenance or warranty, for a periodic fee, often utilizing billing plans. Periodic billing. ZCRP scrap sale, the process of selling waste or damaged material that has been written off inventory, typically involves a specific order type that points to scrap revenue GL accounts. 10. Sales document type controls. Sales document type controls, the central configuration table, VOV8, that defines the behavior of sales documents, including number ranges, increment of item numbers, mandatory reference, example. Credit memo must reference invoice, delivery scheduling activation, credit limit check activation, and the default billing type. 11. Item category controls and determination. Item category controls, the heart of SD configuration, VOV7, that dictates how a line item behaves. Is it relevant for billing? Is it relevant for pricing? Does it track schedule lines? Is it a service or a physical good? Does it update stock? Item category determination. The logic, VOV4, the system uses to automatically assign an item category in an order based on the combination of sales document type, item category group, from Material Master. Usage example. Text item and higher level item category for BOMs. 12. Delivery types and item categories. Delivery types. Configuration, OVLK, controlling the outbound delivery document, including number ranges, storage location rules, mandatory or not. Output determination, delivery notes, and route determination activation. Delivery item category, controls specific to the line items in a delivery, OVLP, such as whether picking is relevant, if packing is mandatory, if over-delivery is allowed, and if the item makes the delivery relevant for billing. Delivery item category determination. The rules, 0184, to default the delivery item category, usually copied from the sales order item category, but can be redetermined based on the delivery type and item usage. 13. Billing type controls. Billing type controls. Configuration, VOFA, for invoices or credit memos defining the billing date logic. Number ranges. The associated FI document type, example, DR or RV. Account determination procedures and cancellation rules. 14. Pricing condition technique, core. Introduction to pricing. Based on condition technique, the highly flexible method SD uses to calculate prices by searching for valid data records, conditions, based on specific combinations of data, keys, in a defined hierarchy. Condition table. A database table that defines the combination of fields, keys, required to store a pricing record, such as customer or material, table 005, or sales org or distribution channel or price list. Access sequence. The search strategy assigned to a condition type that tells the system which condition tables to search and in what order, usually most specific to most general, to find a valid price. Condition type. The specific element of pricing. Example, PR00 for price, K007 for discount. That controls the calculation type, percentage versus fixed amount. Scaling and validity parameters. Base price, the gross price of the product. Example, PR00. Usually the first step in the pricing procedure, which serves as the basis for subsequent discounts and surcharges. Discount, a reduction in value. Example, K007 customer discount, which can be percentage-based or absolute, and can be set to apply to the net value or gross value. Surcharges, an addition to the price. Example, KF00 freight, usually covering extra costs like handling or shipping, effectively increasing the final amount the customer pays. GST, goods and services tax, or VAT, a calculated tax condition type. Example, MWST, that triggers internal tax codes for financial reporting and is usually calculated on the final net value. Cost, a condition type. Example, VPRS, that retrieves the internal cost of the material from the material master to calculate the profit margin, price minus cost, within the sales order. Cash discount, a term, SKTO, often handled in FI payment terms, but can be represented statistically in SD pricing to show the potential reduction if the customer pays early. Minimum surcharges, a condition type. Example, AMIW, used to ensure that an order meets a minimum value. If the order value is below this threshold, the system adds a surcharge to reach the minimum. Free goods, a pricing outcome. Example, R100, where the item is priced at 100% discount, often driven by the free goods determination logic, NRAB, seamlessly integrated into the pricing procedure. Rebate, a retrospective discount. Example, BO03, paid to a customer after a settlement period based on accumulated sales volume, requiring a specific configuration for accruals during invoicing. All header discount and manual discount condition. Example, HA00, entered at the document header level that distributes the discount amount proportionally across all line items in the order. Rounding diff, a condition type. Example, diff, used to handle mathematical rounding discrepancies ensuring the final invoice total matches the sum of lines exactly to the smallest currency unit. Intercompany STO, pricing logic. Example, PI01, used when one company code sells to another. The internal price acts as the cost for the receiving company and revenue for the selling company. Pricing procedure, the calculation schema. Example, RVAA01, that lists all valid condition types in a specific sequence, defining the arithmetic logic, subtotals, requirements, and calculation bases for the final price. Pricing procedure determination, the logic, OVKK, that selects the correct pricing procedure based on sales area, customer pricing procedure from customer master, and document pricing procedure from sales doc type. Condition records, the actual master data entries, VK11, where specific values, example, $100 per unit, are stored against the keys defined in the condition tables, example, customer A plus material B16, fields of pricing with controls. The detailed control fields within a condition record and type, including validity dates, scale basis, value, or QTY. Upper or lower limits, manual entry priority, and exclusion indicators. 15. Pricing advanced. Condition types controls. Deep configuration settings determining if a condition is a group condition, cross item. If it updates the value of the document, or if it is statistical, information only. Condition update, a feature enabled in the condition type that allows the system to track cumulative usage of a condition record, enabling limits like maximum total value of discount $5,000. Condition supplement, a group of condition types assigned to a specific condition record, example, linking a freight charge automatically whenever a specific base price PR00 is triggered. Condition index, a performance feature allowing the system to create indices for condition records, enabling faster searching and reporting of pricing data across different tables. Pricing scale, normal scale, and graduated scale. Rules within a record where price changes based on volume. Normal applies the new price to all units if the threshold is met, while graduated applies the new price only to the units above the threshold. Group condition discount, a feature where the system sums up quantities of the same material or material group across multiple line items to determine the scale level for a discount. How to add field in field catalog, the technical process of adding a non-standard field, example, customer industry, to the pricing field catalog, allowing it to be used as a key in condition tables. Exclusion group, a mechanism to prevent stacking too many discounts. The system compares multiple valid condition types, example, customer discount versus material discount, and selects only the best one for the customer. Pricing routine and reports, use of ABAP routines, requirements, and alternative calculation types in the procedure to handle complex logic, example, complex tax formulas, not possible with standard config. Reverse pricing, a calculation method often custom or specific utility, where you start with the desired final gross price and the system works backward to calculate the base price or discounts. 16. Log of incomplete items and text determination. Log of incomplete items. Define incompletion procedure, the configuration where you group together a list of fields, example, PO number, Incoterms, payment terms, that the system must check for presence in a document. Assign incompletion procedure, linking the defined procedure to the specific sales document type, item category, or partner function, activating the check for that object. Define status group, a control setting that determines what happens if data is missing. For example, it can block the document from being saved, or block it specifically from delivery or billing. Incompletion log configuration, the overarching setup that ensures users are notified via a log or pop-up when they try to save a document with missing mandatory data. Sales header, checks specifically applied to header fields of the sales order, such as purchase order date or customer reference. Sales item, checks applied to line items, such as ensuring a plant, shipping point, or profit center is derived before saving. Sales schedule line, checks ensuring that confirmed quantities and dates are populated correctly for logistics processing. Partner, ensures that mandatory partner functions, like payer or bill to, contain valid data and addresses. Delivery header, validates critical shipping info like total weight, route, or picking date at the delivery document level. Delivery item, validates item-level logistics data like batch number, if managed, or storage location. Text determination. Customer master, defining text IDs, example, shipping instructions, in the customer master record that can flow automatically into sales orders. CMIR, defining texts specific to the customer material combination, often used for specific labeling instructions required by that customer for that product. Pricing condition, texts attached to pricing records, example, justification for a special discount that can be viewed in the pricing analysis. Sales document header or item, the configuration of access sequences for text objects, determining how notes flow from master data, customer, or material into the sales order header or item. Delivery header or item controls how texts flow from the sales order into the delivery note, example. Passing gate code instructions to the carrier. Billing document header or item controls how texts flow from the sales order or delivery into the invoice, example. Legal disclaimers or thank you notes. Shipment document, text configuration for the transportation module documents, relevant for instructions to freight forwarders. 17. Free goods, material determination, and cross-selling. Free goods. Condition technique for free goods uses a specific determination logic, similar to pricing, with access sequences and tables to find valid free goods records. Example. Buy material A, get material B. Determine item category for free goods item, logic that defines if the free item is a main item, inclusive, or a sub-item, exclusive, and assigns the correct item category. Example. TAN, to ensure it is not billed. Control free goods pricing. Configuration, ensuring the free item has 100% discount applied automatically, usually R100 condition, and is not relevant for revenue posting. Pricing for inclusive free goods without item generation, a scenario where the customer buys 10 items, pays for 9, but no separate line item is created. The discount is applied to the main line item, effectively reducing the unit price. Maintain copying control, ensures that when the sales order is converted to delivery, the free goods line items are copied over correctly and delivery quantities are respected. Material determination, assignment procedure to SD types, linking the material determination procedure to the sales document type, enabling the system to check for material swaps. Example. Old version to new version, during order entry. Define substitution reason, a control code that dictates how the substitution happens, whether it's automatic, whether the user gets a pop-up selection, and if the original material name is printed on the output. Cross-selling. Define determination procedure, configuration of the rules to find related products, typically using condition technique tables. Example. Customer or material dependency. Maintain customer or document procedures. Activates the cross-selling pop-up for specific customers or document types, preventing it from appearing where inappropriate. Example. Returns. Define and assign cross-selling profile, the final grouping of settings that controls the appearance of the cross-selling dialog box. Example. Showing pricing or availability of the suggested add-on products.